Would you sell all of your silver for Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies? Well, I am finally in today's video going to talk about the video that came out the other day that's been leaving, people have been leaving comments about, I've gotten emails about. There's other YouTubers like my friend Salivate Metal, great channel, by the way. I'll put a link for him down below. Salivate Metal commented on it in a video the other day as well, which I watched in full. But Robert Kiyosaki, or Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is somebody I used to watch, by the way. I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched him in a very long time. But he released a video saying that he was going to sell all of his silver for Bitcoin. Now, that doesn't make any sense to me unless there is, some other reason for it, which I'm not going to get into. I'm not going to speculate or, libel, they say, when you talk about something you're not 100% sure of. But it just sounds to me like there might be something else going on there to make you make that decision, because this is why. Robert Kiyosaki was, I guess I should say, up until this last week, one of the biggest proponents of silver on YouTube. Now, the reason I stopped watching him, however, is because this is Salivate's own words, he's correct here, he's always been an alarmist. 2024, 2025, silver's going to be triple digits. You should have as much silver as you can. Silver's going to save your life. Blah, blah, blah. The fiat dollar is complete trash. It's garbage. You can't even wipe with it. Those kind of things, right? He's always talked about that. So to see him, all of a sudden turn around and get in front of a camera and say, I'm going to sell all of my silver and get into what is essentially a fiat currency with Bitcoin, doesn't make any sense to me. Now, really quick, guys, I'm not a silver alarmist, but I do want to do a quick plug for my awesome YouTube channel sponsor, SD Bullion. If you guys want to get silver and have the tax benefits of an IRA at the same time, check out sdbullion.com/IRA. They have a great IRA program. I'll put a link for it down below. Thank you to SD Bullion for sponsoring my channel. So let me be clear and state that I'm not trying to be very controversial here. If you guys are into cryptocurrency, I know I just called crypto, or Bitcoin, was it that I said? I know I just called it a fiat currency, but I mean, in reality, by definition, if you think about it, right, if you're going to call it a currency and they call it cryptocurrency, if you're going to call it a currency, then it's by definition a fiat currency, right? Because crypto isn't backed by a commodity. So by definition, it is a fiat currency. But let me be very, very clear. I'm not trying to throw shade at the people that are into cryptocurrencies or into Bitcoin, because I think not all of them, it's just like silver stacking. Not everybody's into silver for what I consider to be the right reasons to be in silver, but I think there are a sect of people out there in cryptocurrencies in it for the same reason that a lot of us stackers, we're stacking, right? A lot of us stackers, I think they're into it for the same reason that we are. And that is to get your money out of the US dollar. I mean, the US dollar is also a fiat currency. It's backed by nothing outside of people believing that it has value. But the problem with the US dollar is that the government continues to print it into oblivion. So one good argument for those in the cryptocurrency, and keep in mind, I'm not a crypto guy at all. I'm not on this channel saying, hey, I'm going to sell my silver for crypto, because I'm sure as hell not going to do that. But I think one of the things, that they argue about crypto is that it does have a finite supply. 21 million is the maximum that will ever exist. And there's actually even less than that in circulation because of, landfills. And if you guys get that reference, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm sure you crypto guys certainly do. But I think there's a lot of people into the fundamentals of cryptocurrency for the same reason that us silver stackers are, right? Because we don't want to be in the dollar. I mean, obviously, nobody can, and Salivate Metal said this very well as well, nobody can completely remove themselves from the banking system. Nobody can completely remove themselves from the dollar. We have bills to pay. And unfortunately, until these companies accept our silver to pay their bills, and it's probably not going to happen in our lifetime, until that happens, we have to have that dollar. But there are excess dollars, the money that we would be putting into, an account to just sit there and collect basically zero interest. I'd rather protect that money with physical assets like precious metals, especially silver. That's my favorite one. Gold. Some people are gold. That's cool. I stack gold, guys. I mean, it's funny. I hate to get off topic here, but I get people that comment all my time about how silver sucks and gold is awesome. You think that a silver stacking channel is not also stacking gold? I mean, do you really believe that your silver stackers don't also see gold? It's just that I think, as silver stackers, we see gold and silver at the same level, but we believe in silver more. We believe silver is undervalued, more undervalued than gold is. And so that's where our love is. My passion is silver. I mean, you guys know that for sure. So Robert Kiyosaki is telling everyone, he told everyone, he's not just diversifying into cryptocurrency. He's selling all of his silver for cryptocurrency, all of his silver for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the new asset class. Bitcoin's the one going to make you $1 million, whatever. And I believe that is and keep in mind, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I believe that is an incredibly poor decision. I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe that there are a lot of people out there, they see cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin. Ripple is another one, XRP, that has went from like 50 cents since the election to over $3 an ounce, or $3 per coin or per token, whatever you want to call it. So I get it. You know, people see that and they're like, my God, I got to get into that. I got to get in on that. But the issue that I have with doing something like that, and I'm not saying that if you believe in it or if you want to try and jump on the bandwagon and make a bunch of money, and maybe you will get lucky, maybe you won't, I have no idea. But I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for somebody to see that happening, to see it rising, and to want to get in on it. But to sell all of your silver and put it into what is the most speculative thing I've ever seen in my entire life, cryptocurrency, something that's not backed by anything, that doesn't do anything, that doesn't produce anything, that only has value because people believe that it has value. Fine, diversify, get into it, put a little bit of your money into cryptocurrency. Maybe you'll do really well. But selling all of your silver? What the? I mean, I don't get it. Silver and gold have been around for thousands of years. They have held their value even in the US. I said this in Monday's video. They've held their value even in the US for 50 plus years in trade for goods and services. I can get the same amount. I actually can get more gas. All right. Actually, I can get more gasoline for my silver quarter from 1964 today than I could back then. I can get more eggs from the grocery store for my silver quarter today than I could for a quarter back then. My 90% silver it takes less 90% silver coins to buy a house today than it did in 1964. So to look at something, and this is just in the US, this is just US history, to look at silver on a long-term basis that's always been looked at as real money, as a medium of exchange for goods and services, something that's shown to hold its value. And I know there's going to be comments down below. Oh, well, in 2011, silver was $50 an ounce, and now look at it today. You've lost a ton. Yeah, I know. We can all cherry pick, price points on a freaking chart, right? Oh, who cares? Whatever. 2011, it rode up really quick. It dropped down really quick. I know other people will say 1980. 1980, it went to $50 an ounce. It's like $250 an ounce today. Yeah, sure. If you want to look at a market that was clearly cornered by the Hunts brothers, and then look at what happened when that failed and watched it drop. I mean, it just shows that silver didn't really have that value at that time, right? Sure, we can all cherry pick price points. We can all cherry pick days looking at a chart where silver looks bad. But if you look at it on a long-term basis, which is what fundamental silver stackers are stacking their silver for, if you look at it on a long-term basis, it has done exactly what I've always said it's going to do. I'm not Robert Kiyosaki. I'm not going to get in front of this camera and tell you that silver is going to make you rich. It's not. I'm going to tell you, and again, this is not financial advice, but I'm just going to tell you, it's not going to make you rich. You are not going to go out and buy, hundreds of ounces of silver, right? And then wake up a year from now and silver is going to be $500 an ounce. It's not going to happen. I mean, mind you, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So I don't have a crystal ball. But let's just say that the odds of it happening are incredibly slim. We'll go with like 99% chance that's not going to happen. But if it did, if we did wake up next year or tomorrow and silver were $500 an ounce, do you think that silver's really $500 an ounce? Or do you think that the value of the dollar just crashed and plummeted? And in that case, do you even want the dollar? Do you even want the dollar at all? No, you probably don't. I would not. I would be, this is going to sound crazy to some people that don't understand what I'm saying here, but I would be more likely to sell my silver at $50 an ounce than I would $500. And that's because, as I've said many times, if you see silver skyrocket to $500 an ounce, there's a problem with the dollar. And I would want them even less than I do today. So I don't know. That's my argument. But, getting it, I mean, selling it all and putting it into Bitcoin, I mean, it's only been around since 2010. Like 2009, I think, maybe and by the way, for you guys that say, oh, you don't know any, you're a boomer, you don't know. Well, first off, I'm a millennial. Secondly, my background, I don't do it anymore, but when Bitcoin came out, I was a freaking network engineer. Like, I have my A+, my Network Plus, my CCNA. I know I drive a Tesla. Like, I'm not anti-tech. I'm not a boomer. I just don't believe that a currency that only exists online, that requires the access, the feed, that requires itself to feed on resources just to be able to exist, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And additionally, and this, this is something I thought about the other day, and it just blows my mind to even think about this. But, going back to the fundamentalist crypto people, and I'm not trying to throw shade. I know it. I feel like I keep doing it even though I say I'm not going to. But think about this. For years, they said that, the beauty of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is decentralization. No government intervention, no government interference, no government oversight, right? They touted it. They cheered it to the rooftops. Then here we go, going into, the election, and here Trump's talking about creating a U.S. Bitcoin reserve and clear government influence over cryptocurrencies. And now all of a sudden they're all cheering it on. What is it? Which is it? What is the true goal? And it sounds like the majority of them, and again, I'm not saying the fundamentalists, but the majority of them are just in it for the money. And obviously, there's a lot of people that are in it for the money with silver as well. And I know that silver and gold both have government influence, but at least with silver and gold, you're holding something in your hand physically. You have a physical asset. It's not just existing on your hard drive. I mean, think about it. If your house burns down, and Salivate said this in this video as well. I know I keep referencing him, but I just watched his video. I watched Robert Kiyosaki's video, even though it made me cringe. I watched Salivate's video, though, and he said, look, if your house burns down, your silver's still there. It may melt, it may be a big pool of silver, but it's still silver at the end of the day. That doesn't happen with cryptocurrency. If you lose your hard drive in a landfill, I guess if you lose your silver in a landfill, you're kind of screwed as well. But my point is let's say your key, all of your keys, it's like a 15 word code. It's just 15 random words. Let's just say you lose your password to your wallet, whatever you're keeping it in. And you lose your backup key, and to a house fire. Well, that sucks. Your silver's still there. It might be melted. It might no longer look like this right here, but it's still silver. That sucks for your cryptocurrency. You're kind of screwed. So I hope you guys got that backed up really well. And I know many of you do. It's fine. I get it. You probably have your keys, buried in your backyard in a tube, whatever. It's cool. I'm just saying, like, silver will always be silver, even if it gets melted, even if it gets burned. You can't say the same for cryptocurrency. And that's why I don't believe in it. So listen, guys, again, I just want to be very clear, because I know the hate comments are going to be down below. Okay. I don't believe that the crypto people have the same idea that we do, getting their money out of the dollar, getting it into something that isn't the dollar. I just think that we have different opinions of where that money should be. And I know a lot of people see crypto rising and they want to jump on the train and they want to make a bunch of money. And those are probably the people that I'm throwing shade at, rather than the fundamentalists when it comes to cryptocurrencies, right? That's probably more likely where the people are going to get offended at more rather than the fundamentalist stackers. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. I think I think it's stupid. I mean, it's absolutely stupid. If you want to diversify, if you want to put some of your money into cryptocurrency, I'm not going to lie and say I haven't. I've been into Bitcoin and I've had XRP and I've had, you ever heard of Tron TRX back in 2018 when it rode up? I had some of that. Yeah, absolutely. I dabbled in it, but I dabbled in it because I knew that there was an opportunity to make more money there, and I wanted to take advantage of said opportunity. I didn't keep it, because I believed in it fundamentally. I just believed in it as a way to make a little bit more money, which I then in turn put into silver. So I don't know. That's what I did. Let me know what you think, though. Do you like cryptocurrency? Are you into Bitcoin? I mean, that's great. I hope. If you are, I hope that you guys make a ton of money on it. Good for you. Seriously, I have no ill will towards people that look at cryptocurrencies as a way to get out of the dollar, because whether it's something I don't agree with, at least I agree with the reason for doing so. So guys, thank you again for watching and listening. And I know watching was just me putting a pile of silver in front of the camera to show you that clearly I'm not selling my silver for cryptocurrency, but I would love to know your thoughts. So leave those down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so yet. I really appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.